What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first ever Habit Engineer Hotline. This is a place where if there are habits that you are struggling with, you can call me here and we'll talk about how you can engineer those habits to be habits that you can actually stick with and get 1% better every day. This will come straight to my phone. I'll take your call right here and we'll be able to lock that habit in. My name is Max. I developed the Triple S method, which is the world's most effective habit building method. I run an online community called Habit Engineer where you or anyone, frankly, can call this number that you see right here and be able to talk with me about how you can build a habit that you can actually stick with. Within our community, we have a 93% success rate in helping people actually stay consistent with their habits. Anyone watching this can join that community. It's currently $7 a month to make me your personal accountability buddy. What you will get as part of that is weekly group calls with everyone who's in the community, daily accountability emails, and weekly status report emails helping you to keep track of your habits, and my Habit Engineer AI, which is an AI that I built that helps that is trained on the Triple S method and helps people to figure out how to format their habits. Cami, good to see you. Welcome. This is the live stream format that we're running with, is the Habit Engineer Hotline. So go ahead and give anyone who's seeing this who has a habit that they want help with, whether that is a bad habit you're trying to turn to a good one, or just a good habit that you're looking to build. Feel free to give that number on the screen a call and we will be able to engineer that habit. Dude, Kimmy, what do you think? I think this is going to be pretty lit, actually. Like, I'll just take the calls here on my phone. And yeah, just like put people on speaker and run them through their habits. Yeah, dude. I'm actually super hyped about this. I think this could be really good. It's like James Clear type habit advice meets Dave-Ramsey style content format, and people are gonna like being able to listen to this live, it's super interesting. At least I think it's super interesting. I would watch something like this. So now I just need to find people to actually call in to get habit advice, But that's okay. All in a good day's work. For anyone who's hopping on, welcome to the very first episode of the Habit Engineer Hotline. I'm Max, the Habit Engineer. I developed the world's most effective habit building method, the Triple S method. And if you are watching this video and you have a habit that you want to be able to stick with, you can call this phone right here at this number, 480-256-2531. And I'll take your call and teach you how you can help to engineer the habit with you right here, right now, live. So yeah. While we wait, are you a D&D enjoyer? I've played D&D a few times. It's been years since the last time I played it. Probably at least 4 years. It was fun. Yeah. It was definitely interesting. I liked how what's the word? How kind of free play it was. Like, you could kind of just go and do whatever. I thought that was cool. For anyone hopping on, Caroline Quinn, hello. Welcome to the Habit Engineer Hotline. This is the first episode we're doing of this. My name is Max. I'm the Habit Engineer. You can go ahead and call this number, 480-256-2531, and I will take your call on the phone right here and teach you how you can use the Triple S method, which is the world's most effective habit building method that I developed, and teach you how to build a habit that you can actually stick with, that you want to build. So anyone who's watching this who has either a good habit they're looking to build, a bad habit they're looking to break, either one, can call this number right here. I'll take your call, talk to you, and we'll be able to help you to engineer that habit. I currently run a community. You can join. The link is in my bio, called Habit Engineer, where people who join that get access to more accountability and support in staying consistent with their habits. This is honestly just a community of regular people in a simple place who are trying to do their best to be better every day. So if you identify with that, or identify with that mission, would appreciate you subscribing, hitting the like button. Let's blow this thing up, man. I think this is such a cool idea, like having that as a resource. I'm pretty hyped to start getting calls here and have this be a big thing a couple years down the road. So yeah, if you vibe with that, please subscribe or just give me a call and I'll teach you how you can engineer a habit that you can actually stick with using the world's most effective habit building method. Cheers. Cammy said, what did I play? Oh geez. I think I was some elf dude. I don't really remember. No way, I'm actually getting a call. Okay, let's see. Oh. The call ended? Let's try to call this out. Football prod. Okay, let me call you back. I think it might have not worked for some reason. Hello? Oh. I just called you and you picked up and then hung up on me. So I'm not yeah, that's on you, brother. Sorry. But yeah. Yeah, Cammy, if you want to call, I think it should work. Like, I get calls on this number pretty frequently. But yeah, anyone who's just hopping on, welcome to the first episode of the Habit Engineer Hotline. My name is Max. I'm the Habit Engineer. I teach people how to build habits that actually stick using the Triple S method. It's the world's most effective habit building method. I run an online community that any of you guys can join. And the link for that is in the bio. Just a place helping regular people stay accountable to their habits and build habits they can actually stick with. Okay, here we go. I think this is you, Cammy.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Is this working?
Oh, hi. I can kind of hear you.
Oh.
I'm testing it for you. Hi.
Okay, we've got our first caller. What's up, Cammy? Good test.
Hi. It works.
Okay.
It did say something about Google Voice trying to connect you, like whoever was asking people to state their name. That might have been what he thought went wrong.
Oh, maybe. Okay. Sweet. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for approving that test. Works good.
Yep.
The line is open.
Yippee.
Woohoo! Cheers.
Goodbye.
Bye. Itachi, hey, can you give me a suggestion? Sure. Yeah, what's the question? You feel free to call in if you want a suggestion for how to build habits that you can actually stick with, or if you want either good habits that you're looking to build, bad habits you're looking to break. Either one works. Yeah. That's the dealio. Itachi, okay. Really stuck. So the best thing, well, maybe not the best thing, since I don't know you, but for anyone who's trying to stop, I mean, I guess I don't really know if I'm like not allowed to say this, but like watching pornography or something, because it's a freaking plague. I would say make sure that you are charging and keeping all of your electronic devices out of your bedroom at night. So like charge your phones or iPads or laptops or something, charge those out in the kitchen or out in the living room or something. That way it's not something that you're taking into your bedroom with you. That's usually what's the greatest cause of that kind of thing. I would have to guess. Without knowing any other information. But for anyone else who's hopping on, welcome to the Habit Engineer Hotline. This is our very first day of doing this. Go ahead and call this number right here if you have any habits that you want to be more consistent with, whether that's a bad habit you're looking to break because you want to replace that with a good habit, or a good habit that you're looking to build. My name is Max. I developed the Triple S method, which is the most effective habit building method in the world. You can join my online community. We've got a 93% success rate so far in helping people actually stay consistent with their habits. And so you can access that and just give me a call, and I'll teach you how you can use the Triple S method to build a habit that you want to engineer specifically. Right here, right now, we'll get it done. This is pretty fun. I like this. I'm waiting for some trolls to try to call me for real. But football prod, you're the one who tried to call me before, right? Is there a way that you would you want to call in? Do you want to try calling in again? Let me know in the chat if you want to try calling in again, or if you want to just, I don't know, do whatever. But if anyone's watching this and this is a message that they resonate with, and they want to help push engineering habits and really engineering your life out to more people, well, I would appreciate subscribe, hit the like button, share this with a friend, all that good thing. Football prod said it won't work for some reason. It is, so when you do call, it is going to ask you for your name. That's going to help to filter out like the spam robots. And so if you just tell me your name, and then it should go through, the call should go through and be able to pick up. But if you don't want to try that, which I would highly recommend because it's pretty hard to do over chat, a habit that you could try doing, I would say probably one of the most important habits that will help you to operate consistently at a high level in your life is getting a consistent, healthy level of sleep. Like 7, 8, 9 hours, whatever your body needs, somewhere in there, is going to be one of the most important physical factors, or like, what's the word? I guess it's just habits, right? You did that, it never went through, just made me send a call with no one talking. So what about when I called you back? Football prod. Because I called you back, but it didn't. Let me try calling you one more time, see if that works. Okay, it's dialing. Nice. Okay, well, that just went to voicemail, I'm assuming. That's pretty funny. For anyone hopping on, welcome to the first ever Habit Engineer Hotline. You can call this number right here, and I will help you to engineer a habit using the world's most effective habit building method, the Triple S method. I developed this method after overcoming 5 behavioral addictions of my own, and I now use it to teach people how to build habits they can actually stick with. So if you have either a good habit you want to build, a bad habit you're looking to break, you can go ahead, call this number right here, and I'll take your call right here on the live stream, and we'll talk about how you can build a habit that you want to stick with, whichever one that is, using the Triple S method. So yeah, that's what we're waiting for right now. I run a online community that you can join. The link's in the bio. For Habit Engineer, helping people to stay accountable and supporting people in staying consistent with the habits that they've built. You can join that community. The link's in the bio. You get weekly video calls with me, group video calls. Those will happen once every week on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And then you also get access to the Habit Engineer AI that I built, which is a custom GPT trained on the Triple S method that you can ask questions to and interact with 24/7. And then you will also be able to get personal daily accountability emails to help you to serve as a reminder to stay accountable and consistent with the habits that you are looking to build. So if you think this is cool, I would appreciate you subscribing, liking this video, sharing it with a friend. We're trying to get this thing to blow up because just so I can help people actually build habits that they can stay consistent with, because for some reason they don't teach that in school. And yeah, kind of not very cool of them to not teach that in school. But so yeah, that's what we're out here doing. Like I said, today's day 1. I'm not really expecting anyone to call, frankly. Probably for the first couple months or so. I'm not really expecting anyone to call that much, I mean, if I was watching this, dude, I would call this number ASAP just to see what I was about, if nothing else, and be like, okay, is this dude full of crap or not? But no, like this is my job. I teach people how to build habits that stick. I work with a number of business owners. I've taught the Triple S method to everyone from my 6-year-old niece to 60-plus-year-old grandmas, and all in between. And it works. People in the community have a 93% success rate in being able to stay consistent with their habits so far. So it's the world's most effective habit building method. And yeah, should be good. Should be good. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. I'll take this with me in case anyone calls. All right, we're back. For anyone curious, I'm going to be taking these calls from 1 to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. 1 to 2 p.m. Mountain Time. And yeah. Boom. Habit Engineer. Habby Engineer. LOL. Maybe I should figure out a way to get that resized. I guess I could just make the image bigger. Anyways, yeah. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. All right, I'm just waiting for a call. Okay. Yeah, Cami, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. 1 to 2 p.m. Mountain Time is when this is going to be. I'm not Monday and Tuesday next week. I actually might not be able to do it right then, just depending on when my plane flights are. Tuesday, I definitely won't. Tuesday, it will have to be later because I'll be helping run an event. But yeah, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time is the typical schedule for this hotline to be on. Okay, thanks, Cami. Have a good one. I wonder. For anyone hopping on here, this is the Habit Engineer Hotline. My name is Max. I developed the world's most effective habit building method, the Triple S method, and I will teach anyone who calls this number how to build a habit that they want to actually stick with. How they can do that, I'll take a call right here and get that knocked out. So if any of you have any habits that you want to stick with, that you're looking to build, either bad habits you're looking to break, or good habits you're looking to build, call this number right here. I'll take your call and right here on the stream, and I'll teach you how you can actually stay consistent with that habit. I overcame 5 behavioral addictions, and upon reflecting back on those addictions and the process of overcoming them, I was able to identify the patterns for sustainable change, and that is where the Triple S method came from. So if any of you have either good habits you want to build, bad habits you want to break, go ahead, call this hotline, and we will engineer those live right now. The 5 addictions I overcame: pornography, masturbation, social media, video games, and like TV, Netflix, that kind of thing. But yeah, so anyone who wants to can call, and we'll engineer those habits. No, so it's not. So overcoming an addiction to something does not mean that I don't use that thing at all. It just means that it doesn't control me. So I've deleted all my social media off my phone. My accounts are still live, but I don't have any of the apps downloaded on my phone. I will access it sometimes through my browser, but those times are pretty rare. Excuse me. I don't really watch TV at all. I don't play any video games. I literally don't even have any games on either of my phones. And yeah, but overcoming an addiction does not necessarily mean you don't do that thing at all. It just means that that thing does not control your life. So I broke the controlling grip that those things had on my life, if that makes more sense. But honestly, for the most part, yeah, I don't use them at all. What are my thoughts on the Atomic Habits book? Andrea Little, hi. Hey, Andrea. I think Atomic Habits is a great book. I think it's awesome. I've read it. It's got a ton of great insights in there. I agree. Like, I mean, the principles are well grounded in psychology and neuroscience. That's part of what the Triple S method was based off of. Um, but yeah, it's excellent. My favorite quote from that book, and that kind of led to the Triple S method, was when he says that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. And I mean, that's a true statement. Like, essentially, if you're unfamiliar, or if anyone watching this is unfamiliar with how compound interest works, it's essentially you do a small bit of something for a long period of time, and eventually that produces exponential returns. And so that is what habits do, but for self-improvement, is when you do small and simple habits every day, eventually over time that produces exponential returns. And so what the Triple S method does better than any other method in the world is it teaches you exactly how to build those habits in such a way that you can stay consistent with them for long enough to actually experience those exponential returns, or that compounding, right? So again, if anyone has any habits they would like to have engineered with the Triple S method, this is the number. Give it a call. The Habit Engineer Hotline. Woohoo! Woohoo! This is kind of fun. And we will take that. I'll take the call right now, and we'll work on helping you to build a habit that you can actually stick with. If you feel like this is a valuable thing, I would appreciate subscribing, liking this, sharing it with a friend, and hopefully we can get it spread around the world and just help a bunch of people actually build habits they can stick with. Honestly, like, I'm just a regular guy, and I'm just obsessed with change, and how I can keep the change and keep changing. Yeah, so that's, I mean, at the root of it, that's who I am. But the subject I studied at university, I did not graduate college. I loved my time in college. It was great. I learned a lot of good things. But one of the things that I learned was that the opportunity cost of college, for me personally, weighed in me not going. So I've always been pretty entrepreneurial minded, interested in that kind of thing, and definitely independent to a fault. I'm a terrible employee. And so I took some entrepreneurship courses, and one of the things that I learned is that you really don't need a degree to start a business. And so I've spent a lot of time thinking about, like, okay, with who I am and what I love and what I'm passionate about, like, what is a business that I could start? And this is, at least in part, the result of that is this hotline and the online community that I run, helping support people and actually staying consistent with their habits. So, ka-chow. But I guess if I studied business management with an emphasis on entrepreneurship, but I feel like you should always be learning. I am constantly learning, constantly studying. Whether it's neuroscience or entrepreneurship or theology or psychology, business. I guess I really only listed like 3 different categories, but that's about 95% of my communications are either focused on Jesus, business, or self-improvement. So it's pretty funny. Well, at least I think it's funny. You guys might just think I'm weirdo, but that's fine because I am. But yeah, we're waiting. I'm waiting for a call. Anyone who has either a good habit they want to build or a bad habit they want to break, you can go ahead, call this hotline, and I'll teach you how you can engineer that habit to be one that you can be consistent with. Right now, right here, live. Yeah. Yeah, the habit hotline, the habit engineer hotline, is, I mean, it's a part of my business idea. It's also just what I love to do. Like, you can ask my friends. I talk about this kind of stuff almost nonstop. Like, you can ask my girlfriend. Like, we talk about building habits quite frequently. And so I figured I might as well just use the method that I developed and try to teach it to the rest of the world. And then I have my online community and helping support people and actually staying consistent with their habits. And that's more of like where I would make money. I could make money doing this live stream eventually, but it's probably going to take, well, I guess it doesn't have to take a long time, but overnight successes really don't exist. So, yeah, anyways. But yeah, I guess you could say it's part of one of my business ideas. I guess I should probably be wearing my Habit Engineer shirt too, huh? But yeah, for anyone hopping on, this is an hour a day for the Habit Engineer hotline. So you can call this number, and anyone who calls, I will teach them how to build a habit they can actually be consistent with, or how to re-engineer a habit they've been struggling with to be consistent, to help them be consistent with it. I developed the world's most effective habit building method after overcoming 5 different behavioral addictions myself, and in reflecting on those, I was able to identify the sustainable principles for change, how to keep the change and keep changing, and so now I'm teaching that to you guys. I got rid of porn addiction through a lot of freaking work and a lot of Jesus. But like, really, you just have to understand what in your environment is leading you down that path and then eliminate it. So things like at nighttime, having a bedtime helps, because if you can get consistent sleep, then your decision-making capabilities are going to be at a much higher level day to day. And making sure that I bought a digital alarm clock, and I will charge my phones not in my bedroom. I don't leave my phones or my laptop or anything in my bedroom at night. They stay out in another room. That's helpful. Also, just making sure you're putting yourself in public places at times where you generally find that you're struggling with that kind of thing. Like if it's an after school thing, join an extracurricular activity, or go to the library, or go to your friend's house or something. Just put your, like, you have so much more control over your life than you think you do, and over your environment. And so just like rewire your environment to make it a place where watching porn is not acceptable, right? Like, probably not something you're going to do at a Starbucks, or at the library, or at the YMCA, or something, right? So you have to understand why that's happening, where it's happening, what type of environment is putting you in a situation where that is even being allowed to occur, and then change it. And that might take a lot of experimentation until you get it right, and that's normal. But yeah, that's the start. The other thing is, like, you can't just tell yourself that you're not going to do something. You have to actually replace it with something good. So you could use the triple S method. And so instead of watching porn at whatever time you usually find yourself doing that, you input something else, some other type of good habit. Maybe it's you start going to the gym then, or you read a book, or I don't know, heck, you could even just eat dinner during that time, right? Just like control your environment and re-engineer it in a way that just eliminates that as being an acceptable option, in the place you're at. Let me know in the chat if that makes sense at all, or if that's helpful. Yeah. Dang, I'm so sad no one called. Crazy. Well, I guess we've still got 17 minutes for someone to call, but yeah, I can't say I'm particularly surprised. I kind of expected that. Did I have a girlfriend at that time? No, I did not. I do have a beautiful girlfriend right now, though. She's amazing. Lydia, if you're watching this, I love you. But yeah, no, I did not at the time. And actually, I didn't anytime even remotely close to then. I think it was a few years, at least, yeah, like 4, maybe almost 5 years after I overcame my addiction that I got my first girlfriend. So no. Yeah, that did not happen. Faisal, I would appreciate you liking the video, subscribing, if you've found any of this helpful. That would mean a lot. We're obviously trying to grow the channel and such. So That would be cool. I'm assuming I said your name right. Faisal. Something like that. I hope. But yeah. Waiting for the calls. Waiting for the calls. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Chet W. Congrats, Chet. Trying to get your habit engineer on. Good man. Good man. Faisal, the triple S method I was talking about, so that is the habit building method that I developed. It's the most effective habit building method in the world. I use it and teach people other people how to use it to engineer their own habits. That's literally what this hotline is if you call this number right here, I will teach you how to use the triple S method to be consistent with a habit that you want to be consistent with. Whether that's you are needing to replace a bad habit with a good one, and we can engineer that, or if there's just a good habit that you want to build, that you want to be consistent with. That's literally what this phone number is for. So, yeah. If anyone has any good habits they're looking to build, bad habits they're looking to break, call this, and we'll do that right now, live. But yeah, so anyone who's watching it, Chet W, can we FaceTime? No, sorry, Chet, we definitely cannot. Just taking phone calls for it. Yeah. But yeah, anyone who finds value in this, thinks this is something cool, I would appreciate you subscribing, liking this video, sharing it with a friend. Obviously, as you can see, we're not very inundated with calls right now, so really trying to just help teach people how to build habits they can actually stick with. So subscribing would mean a lot. Sharing it would mean way more. But yeah. For anyone who's hopping on, we've got about 10 minutes left here, so that's still plenty of time to call in for today. I developed the triple S method. My name is Max. Develop the triple S method, and I'll teach you how to build habits that you can stick with when you call in, and we'll get it done. Faisal, I met Lydia a few months ago. Grumpy Grooves, engineer, I am doing good. I am doing quite good. How are you, brother? We're back. We are officially back with the Habit Engineer Hotline. So anyone who has a habit that they want to be consistent with, either a good habit they're looking to build, bad habit they're looking to break, they can call this number right here, and I will help them live to engineer that habit using the Triple S method, so they can actually stick with it. And I haven't gotten any calls yet today that I've been able to talk to, but yeah, we're working on it. You've been gone for a while, that's your bad. Things are looking good on the stream. Hey, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, share it up. Share it up, dude. We're gonna keep pushing this. I like this format a lot. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, dude, I hate editing videos, and I'm bad at it, you know. And so like live streaming is the perfect way. And so I'm kind of like an anti-personal brand because like everyone's like, oh, you need to be posting 3 times a day on all social media platforms. That's like what the internet says you should do to grow your brand or whatever. And I'm just like, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to go live for an hour a day, Monday through Friday on YouTube, and just provide massive value to the audience through teaching people how to build habits they can actually stick with, and like showing that process live, right? So, yeah, gonna keep doing that, and should be good. Should be good. I gotta see whether I can maybe resize this image a little bit, and get that to be better. But yeah, I appreciate it. Life is good. Life is good. Dun, 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 dun. Why I have Olivia Rodrigo stuck in my head, I don't know. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. I was watching some shorts earlier and her stuff was coming up. It's funny, though, because I've literally never once, at least I don't think, on Spotify have I ever, like, played any of her songs. Because I don't listen to that. Let's see. Well, it looks like I've got 0 people on here. So that's cool. Honestly, 8 likes. I'll take that for the first official stream, you know? It's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. Looks like we've got 1 person. Welcome to the Habit Engineer Hotline. You can call this number right here, and I will teach you how to build habits that you can actually stick with using the triple S method. It's the world's most effective habit building method. I developed it after overcoming 5 behavioral addictions, and then in looking back on that, was able to identify the principles for sustainable change. So that was pretty good, and yeah, now we're here. Just trying to help regular people build habits that actually stick. And then stay consistent with them over in my online community. So, cheers. Yeah. I should have, the microphones and everything back for the call Monday. I might not. It probably won't be from 1 to 2 on Monday and Tuesday. I will probably have to push it back because I'll be traveling. But normally this hotline will be from 1 to 2 p.m. Monday through Tuesday. Monday through Friday. Mountain time. Mountain daylight time, I think. That's what we're in. But, yeah. We out here, baby. Getting it done. I, just for, so this is my habit, right? Is to do this for an hour a day so I can actually help people. So we've got about 20 seconds left until my hour marks up, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream at that point. Obviously, there's no one watching this, but that's fine. Momentum takes time to build up, and then once it's built, it's there, and as long as you can maintain it, you win. So that's how the Triple S method works. That's how everything goes. But yeah, thanks y'all. Keep the change and keep changing. Peace.